to us to see the evidence that the United States had a lien placed upon it in 1871. Thus, we became indentured servants. I'm aware of this theory and this idea. Um, in my mind, Sophia's Emporium, it's a debunked idea. The notion that in 1871, at the formation, usually it revolves around an interpretation of the foundation documents establishing Washington, D.C. as the capital of the United States of America. I have looked at this argument multiple times, and it's been discussed in many videos, but some of which may have gone back years. Do not believe or accept the notion that America was replaced by a corporation, had any sort of lien upon it. The fact that the founding documents that established Washington, D.C. as the capital of the United States established the Queen of England as being, not saying that you're saying all these things, but just sounds as though what I recognize in this lien being placed upon 1871, thus we become indentured servants, that doesn't sound like something that I can agree with. That sounds like, then she says, Sophia's Emporium says, nope, legal documents on file confirm. I've looked at legal documents regarding this issue, and the legal documents that are classically cited by members of this culture as establishing and proving the principles that you've put forward, I've looked at and I've interpreted a different way. So I have no thoughts and theories about it because I do not believe that it is the case. I can understand that I may be misinformed, ill-informed, or that you may have a different interpretation of the language of these documents. Bertrand Lewis says, do you have a pop psychological explanation for why the flat Earth movement is growing? Yes, I do. I absolutely do. Can you pay your bills using your Social Security number? Says some guys. No, you can't. The theory that your birth certificate or Social Security number is worth $1 billion uh, is wrong. If you want to go listen to him say something about your Social Security number, if you want to listen to Drew Anna Wells or any of these other sovereign citizen people who tell you that your Social Security number is traded on the New York Stock Exchange, it's just incorrect. I apologize if you find that too traumatizing. Like 9/11.
Not for me.
That's
For
a statement
you.
about me.
For
No, it's
you,
a statement about
dummy.
my interpretation. We can agree to disagree. It is what it is.
Right, and you're
As
a
for the pop
fool.
cycle, for various reasons, people who feel disenfranchised might have a psychological need to establish a belief in a theory or idea that says, the appearance of the world notwithstanding, the person who actually knows, the person who's actually the smart one, the person who's actually the winner, is not the doctor and the lawyer or the judge with their millions of dollars. It's not that this person, the landlord or the cop. And in fact, is you, because you're smart enough to know and understand some fundamental secret about the nature of the universe and how it works. So I think that the flat Earth is really a reaction to some people presumed authority of the scientific model, the presumed authority of the powers that be. You're wrong. I'm right. I know what's going on. I know that the world is flat, and you're just trying to make me feel all sorts of different ways. Some people like to behave outrageously. A lot of these people take the notion of us being lied to in certain elements of government and society, by certain elements of government society, and stretch that out to the degree that they then start believing that everything is a lie. The notion that there's no such thing as space. A lot of these people also might have a religious point of view. They believe in a literal interpretation of the Bible. A literal interpretation of the Bible under certain instances lends itself to the belief in a flat earth. Therefore, the earth is flat. This is just subjective. This is just a theory. This is just an idea and speculation. Don't really believe the earth is flat. They're participating to participate in an online community. They're being outrageous for the same reason that people used to sometimes get a mohawk or dye their hair purple before everyone and their mother dyed their hair purple, right? It's just to tweak the nose, to establish individual sovereignty, to say, I'm right, you're wrong. You may make me, this world may make me feel like I'm stepped upon, like I'm one of the people on the lower rung
You
of
know, you're
society.
such a
But the
vile
fact is, I'm
worm.
one of the rare
You
people
know my
on planet
mom
Earth. I'm one of those people
had a
who
mohawk and I was embarrassed of it. And I told that story. So you use the mohawk or the purple hair. And what color did I make somebody's hair today? Purple. Blow me sideways, worm face. Itchy scratchy.
Okay, Badfinger says, wow, that's a first. I disagree with CW on almost every point he's made thus far. What's more, I have reviewed many hours on these subjects as opposed to a few minutes of review over a day's sampling. Well, listen, Badfinger, you're entitled to your opinion
Well,
and
that's
you're
mighty wide of
entitled to
you.
your. What I would say is the following: in order to respond but not react, I'll take a deep breath in and deep breath out and say, when you say at the end a few minutes review over a day's sampling, I watched these videos in full. I
Oh,
have been watching and
bullshit.
listening to. I've been taking care of my kids, but I've had headphones
Mm,
on for some things
mm,
while I've observed them and taken them through various
mm.
things and done various tasks around the house, from house cleaning to
You're
various
half
assignments
ass
like doing the
listening.
laundry. I have
Either that
listened
or you're
to
not really
hours
watching
of
your kids.
Tartaria commentary today.
And your wife's gonna be
Okay, the
upset.
Tartaria. I understand why people believe in forbidden archaeology. I understand the premises of suppressed
One
history.
day and you make up your
I am not
mind.
convinced by the legitimacy of these theories and ideas. I would like
Okay.
to hear people say
Alright.
that they can understand that they disagree with me, but express that opinion rather than saying in a
Did
negating way, I've looked for months at
you
this shit, and this guy's
realize
only looked at it for a couple of minutes. Did I mention Michael Cremo's Forbidden Archaeology? I read that shit in the
confiscated
fucking 90s, man. Figure you're about as old as me, if not, you know what I
land
mean? It, there's no
patents?
reason to characterize my research to disagree with me. I think I've gone out of my fucking way to not be belittling or insulting or negating to other people. It'd be nice if people could express the same way to me. But I think if Madfinger takes a look at what he just wrote and based upon my reaction, could take another swing at it. And I think all you need to do is remove the negating criticisms of my evaluation and simply say you disagree with me. You could say why you believe what you believe without attacking me and engaging in an ad hominem argument. There you go. There you go. All right. Never a straight answer. Did you realize confiscated oldham? I don't know what that means.
No, hang on.
Do you realize large cathedrals, castles, institute? Fair enough. Okay, here we go. Madfinger writes again. Tartaria is an intentional cover up of an advanced civilization. Max Egan is brilliant and wise. Seven Serpent does great research. Most of the rest is perhaps an interesting. More inquiry is needed. Fair enough. The fact that Max Egan is brilliant and wise, I will merely disagree. The purpose of my video is not to stick a nail in the coffin of the Tartarian
Yeah, it
Empire
was.
theory.
It
It's merely
was.
to report my evaluation and opinions regarding that. Hopefully, I did that in a clear and concise way. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't,
No, you
and
did
let the chips
not.
fall where they may.
They do. Let me take my cord out. See, I'm recording right now because we're having a conversation, so. Oh, where'd you go? You done? Look at that. Gone, just like that. Poof. Right, I was typing one-handed for anybody that thinks I can't type.
Brandon Yen says, do you think these theories are connected to Russia? Yes, based on the fact that the choice of the Tartar people as being the founders or the name of this ancient Lemurian-like, Atlantean-like ancient civilization indicates to me that there must have been an agenda because there's no reason this is just the Tartars in any way, shape, or form did this or acted this way. People from Laos, the nation, the Southeast Asian country Laos, uh, are known as the Lao, right? A beautiful, wonderful people with an amazing, amazing culture. Did they found the America? Did they find? Did they found the United States of America? Are they the ancient Romans as purported, in the history books? There's no reason to suggest so. And if someone were to come out and say, the finest culture that has ever existed, the most influential culture that has ever existed on the face of planet Earth are the Inuit people, also known as the Eskimos, I would say that person probably is an Eskimo. And there's no reason to suggest that that's really the case objectively. So that's why I think that there's a Russian origin to the story. Not that a Russian origin is bad or negates anything. I know that Sophia's Emporium put some comments in regarding.
I'm
Do you
still
think the
putting in
theories are connected?
comments.
Okay, Sophia's Emporium. Large buildings were power generators and land patent L.A. I don't believe in those theories. I don't believe. I don't subscribe to the idea that the ancient pyramids were used as power generators for loop planes in ancient Egypt. Not saying that you're saying or suggesting all of those things. Just saying that I don't believe in them. I know what people are going to say more or less. Things like CW's closed minded. CW, haven't you looked at the work of Lloyd Pye? Fair enough.
Right, you jackass.
We're a big kayak fan.
You weasel.
Sophia's Emporium. What about the 1643 land patent? The
Tell me that isn't real.
Glascocks held
Tell me
Scottish
that's not real.
Tartarians
Tell me
large
that's not
views.
real. Tell me that's not real.
That all sounds like stuff that I don't believe in. It is what it is.
I have the evidence.
It is what it is. I will
on
specifically
paper
try and go back
in
and
our
look. If you've got,
history,
here's what I'll
you
do.
boof.
Let me do this. If I give you moderator status, you can add a link. If you have a particular video about the Tartaria theory that you don't think I have looked at, but you think would change my mind about it, if you put it in the live chat, I'll highlight it and I'll save it to a clipboard and I'll take a look at it. I will. I have the evidence on paper in our history. You boof. Really?
Yeah, really. Yeah,
My God, call me a boof.
because you are. I don't want a
You and I will
moderator
never look
stick.
at the same experts, Chanter. It has been this way since summer 2016. Not here to change your brain, just dispute. Well, that's fair enough.
I know. I'm fair.
You know what I mean? That's fair enough,
Mm-hmm.
God bless you. God bless you, your channel, and your endeavors. The discussion continues. You dispute me. Fair enough. I didn't even ban her. No, absolutely not. Absolutely, she's not banned. Not banned. C.W. Bosley's theory Roswell was the first attempt for humans to get into space. I'm aware of that. The shiny lights or whatever. I talked to Walter Bosley, and I think Walter Bosley is very interested in theories and ideas. Folks, a lot of this stuff is not resolved in my head. The value of remote viewing, though I know sometimes I make definitive statements about it, I gotta be completely, totally honest. Like, some of the stuff I don't know. I didn't. I watched hours and hours about material about Tartaria today and added that to the list of things that I'd watched about Tartaria in the past. Though I had not watched things on Tartarian Empire Theory with
You
the
see that,
specific agenda
Chanter?
of making a video.
Hopefully
I've
your
seen
fans
stuff about
remember
this.
the little
I
orange
feel like I'm
pumpkin with no
fairly
face.
objective.
You had the experience with. Miss the
With a
truck to
wide
market,
swath of the thinking and
smash,
understanding that
or just
underpins so
watch
many
it turn to a
things.
gourd and dry up,
And it seems to
remember?
me clearly that a lot of what people disagree with me is not necessarily
You're
predicated
mentally
upon
ill.
the value or the historical evidentiary support for the Tartarian Empire. Honestly, people can make of it what they
Pain
will.
in my ass. You better get off the phone. Yeah, you remember the little orange pumpkin? What about Jeremiah the
Mine was
bullfrog?
125.
Hopefully your fans remember the little orange pumpkin with no
Adversary
face.
question mark recommends
You
Alien
had the
Protocols. Try
experience
Alien
with.
Protocols. He's the real deal.
Remember,
on
she missed
RV
the
remote viewing.
ride to market.
It is true. Many ignorant are commanding stupid theory. I think that I might be in
You're
concurrence
ignorant.
with
You skipped over
I
my
think that
comment.
Madfinger reviews,
And with that,
not to make it all about Madfinger
you're busted.
again.